Okay, now it says I am properly live on both YouTube and Twitch. Gee, weirdest thing. I never understand how exactly this works. Okay. Hi everybody. Welcome back to the Daily Peak. I didn't get the chance to go through this map yesterday, so I am actually going into it blind. We're gonna do a mule run, and I'm not gonna try for badges today. As what I did the other day is, you know, it went, I don't want to say poorly, it went fine, but, you know. I care more about getting the next sash than the next badge. So, looking to get Mule Scout, Ascent 3, items have increased weight. I've got my energy drink, I took my meds, I have breakfast. I'm gonna just... Okay. Yep, tore open breakfast. Got it. Okay. Lovely, lovely.
I feel amazing. You make me feel like a real fucking starfire. I'm super dizzy. I might be flying.
So hi, how's everyone doing?
And just stay there. I know it's weird to say you changed me, but things have been really hard for me lately. I don't need anything. Just when you talk to me, I can't believe anyone would
I'm
ever
alive,
be that
I
nice
swear,
to me,
and
but
very awake.
would it be alright? Would it be okay? Would you be my joy?
Helping out a friend of mine doing some writing for a project,
Would it be
and
alright? Would it be
I don't know. They've got some vivid world building details,
my joyful thought?
but I'm trying to figure out where the story is supposed to be going.
Please be my
You
friend,
know,
although I'm just a huge orange
or
mess.
even
I'm fucking
many
melting.
details about the medium.
I be sweating. I fucking love it when you treat me like a princess. You rock my world.
It's one of those fun things. Like, this has been a story that has been built upon itself for, like, years. And that means that it has some organizational problems. So I'm gonna be going through that in the back of my head basically the whole time. Just because I am an amazing friend and I like helping out. Getting a balloon cluster is absolutely huge on Mule. On Ascent 3, I mean. I keep referring to the difficulty levels by the sash that you get from them. No, that's not right. I know it's not right. But I also think, like, they're really well-named sashes for the challenges that you face in each ascent. Like, you become a mule scout for dealing with increased item weight, or a raccoon scout for increased hunger. So it just kind of feels natural to be like, yeah, I'm doing the raccoon difficulty, which is the one where you have to deal with increased hunger. It's very easy to link up in your head. the fog rises, I'm yet to see proof that the fog even exists. Where are you? Go ahead for that luggage next, assuming I don't run into something just in the meantime. Which I doubt, but it's always possible. Wah, wah, wah. Airline food. Let me eat this cooked trail mix I've got, and I can put the airline food in the bag. Granola bar. Okay. Gonna have to do some interesting things. Okay. Blech. I've been feeling very blessed recently. Which, I mean, makes sense given recent historical events, but like, you know, I'm having a rough time of it. I'm trying to get my creative work progressed. It's really not going well. Because of the fascism. And also the depression. It's a lot of stress. A lot of stress on a person. Like, I'm pushing through it mostly. I'm still getting the daily peak done. Like, I'm doing stuff, you know? It's not paralyzed me completely. It's just making anything more meaningful more and more difficult to do. Ugh. My therapist is doing their best to help me with the coping strategies and stuff, but, you know. Outside of inciting a revolution, I don't know how much I could do. Okay, I don't actually need rope spools all that much, not nearly as much as I would like to have yellow crisp berries, so... Let me just lower some off of this here, on the off chance that I can get the knot tying badge. Because it's only like, what, 100 meters of rope? Each coil is 12.5? Because there's the 10... which is the max of any one length of rope, and the 2.5 extra. So, yeah. And yeah, having some yellow crisp berries, some bone stamina, definitely a good idea. In terms of, like, commonly available, I'm gonna say yellow crisp berries are one of the best foods. Just because you can find them in at least 2 biomes. I know, like, the actual best foods are shit like cooked honey or whatever, but, you know, that's a pretty rare find. Meaning it goes down on the best foods list for me. It's one of those things that I never really understand. Where it's like, in a lot of games, there's things where it's like, yeah, this is the best consumable. And it's like the grand, superior, greater healing potion that heals all of your HP and mana, and there's only one of them in the entire game, and it's like, boss, I think that stops being a good item if you can't use it more than once, right? One of those little, like, yeah, it's a great one-time boost, but it's not like something you can consistently use. I wouldn't call it the best. 'Cause, you know, the best would probably be good outside of a single use, right? That's how I feel about it anyway. Alright. Going through all of the food items I have on hand. Is there anything in this? Ooh, first aid kit. Good thing I checked. Ow. Fell on the fire. Not a good idea. I can definitely throw away cooked energy drink. I feel like a rope cannon is more useful. And there we go. Marshmallows aren't the best food, I'm realizing. Which, I mean, makes sense, they're marshmallows. But, you know. Yeah. My brain's all rushed. Guys, you'd never believe it. I know you'd be so surprised. But I'm a little anxious about the state of the world at the moment. I know. Yeah, be shocked. Be shocked in the comments. It's like, you know, nothing, you know, majorly stressful has happened recently, I'm sure. You know, I haven't checked the news since 9/11 out of respect for those who got 9/11 on 9/11. And, you know, the numerous more people who got multiple times 9/11 after. Not to make a big political commentary, but I do feel like we did like several thousand 9/11s overseas in response to a single 9/11. Not to poke a beehive here, but, you know, feels disproportionate. I don't want to just leave behind rope at the moment, because I'm not, like, getting the Leave No Trace achievement. Like, I'm not running for that, so it's probably a good idea to be unspooling all of it so I can have a chance at getting that not tying badge. One of the big things about it is, I don't know if you can still get it if you die. So you might still need to live to the end. So I don't know if there's, like, it doesn't affect my decision-making at all, really. Like, I'm 50-50, I still need to survive to the end. Oh, perfect timing. I think I can leave all of that in my inventory. I was thinking about maybe going back down and trying to grab some food or something, but probably fine. Okay. Got it. Point received. Ant point. Ugh.
What are you worth? Cause the longer that you people refuse to kill me, the longer I'll stay on this earth. It started the day of my birth.
I don't know. I think I'm at the level with like current events and shit, where it's like, yeah, no, I think I can. It's a level of like I kind of want to talk about it, but it might be a better idea, like overall, for me to just shut up and give everyone a break. Hey, I don't know if you guys noticed, but politics has kind of sucked recently. That's, I think, something everyone can agree on. I'm pretty sure nobody is having a good time. Because even if things are, like, swayed in the favor of the conservatives or whatever, they're, you know, governing through fear in a lot of cases. Which means that even though they're winning, conservatives are still, like, terrified all the time. And I don't think that's a win. I think if you feel the need to be scared for your life 24/7, your government has failed you, actually. I can eat the airline food. One of the better food items, but I would rather have a little extra healing capacity, I think. And having the remedy fungus in the hot bar may very well save my life once again. So that's staying there. Yeah, it's one of those things I never got about, like, fascism and related ideologies. It seems very unpleasant even for the people who are into it. You know? Like, feeling the need to be scared all the time about a vague enemy who you really can't do anything about. Sounds awful for your mental health. I don't know. Worried about my grandpa. The alive one, I mean, not the one that died the other day. It's kind of hard to be worried about him. But yeah, because he kind of fell in deep with a lot of the right-wing stuff over COVID. And, like, I don't know, recently he's gotten super into taking care of his dog, and I think that's an improvement for everybody. Just overall. You know, it's probably better that he is more into caring for a dog than he is into fascism. Makes him much more tolerable at family gatherings, at least. No, that's a bad idea. I had a flashback to yesterday when I tried to reach for a pickaxe in the mesa wall. As I was running towards that vine for like a 2-second head start, baby. realize I'm halfway to not tying, aren't I? Because, it's like 100 meters of rope, and I've done 50. Because I've gotten a lot of rope spools so far. Okay. I'm going to eat this. Put that in there. And that. I feel like I'm getting a lot of good items today. Blech. When my uncle was, I don't think he was ever a fascist, necessarily. At least not in support of the current regime. I think he was some more obscure flavor. But he got super into, like... I don't know, he already had some questionable ideals before, COVID, and COVID didn't help, as far as I could tell. He seems to be doing better, if not good. Now that, like, you know, COVID's over, and, or at least the lockdowns are over, COVID is just endemic. We've just accepted that's going to be part of our lives forever now, I guess. But yeah, he seems to be doing at least a little better. He was, both of our grandparents' caretakers, and I don't think he did a great job, but he didn't do a terrible one. It's not like he was flogging them the whole time. My bar for what is and is not good is startlingly low, I'm starting to realize. Yeah, I'm hoping people are doing more okay now than they were a little while ago. At least in my, like, personal circles, things are more looking up than they aren't. But, you know. Yeah, fuck, it might be a bad idea for me to go to work tomorrow. My main thing is, I work at a church. I do a lot of the video stuff for that church. And given recent events, and things largely being blamed on the left, and me being an unrepentant leftist, I don't know, I'm worried about getting yelled at. Religious spaces tend to also be very political spaces, even if they insist they aren't. Because, you know, spirituality is a very personal thing, and it's linked to ideology in a lot of very close ways. So it's one of those, like, even if you're trying not to, you're going to be thinking about, like, your ideology and recent events and stuff. It gets people more riled up to be in church than not to, I guess. And most of the congregation is fine, but there's a couple people, you know. And, like, to be clear, I'm not Christian. I have made this clear to my employer and to the rest of the congregation. I am some flavor of pagan, which I refuse to specify, mostly for my own benefit. Because I don't want to have to figure that out either.
Thanks for listening to me. I feel a lot better now.
This might be a decent place to use the anti-rope. Hell yeah. And I'm just gonna let the other 2.5 go over here. I don't know if that counts towards not tying, so I'm not gonna count it in my head. But if it does, that's another spool closer. And if it doesn't, pretty blue rope. Okay. No, I could have. I was using mostly straight shot. Damn. It's a shame I don't know how to look left. I just don't know what's over there. No, it's a genetic problem. My entire family, impossible to look left. We've never done it. Heads locked straight forward. Eyes on the future. Oh, you're all. That's really good to see. Yeah, that replaces the med kit, I'm gonna say. Bandages, I don't need bandages. And I'm gonna gather up as many berries as possible. Even though I'm not gonna take most of them with me, I want to cook as much as possible and regen that bonus stamina as much as possible. Yeah, no. A little worried about going into work tomorrow, but I'll make it work. I know how to stay unseen, largely, so if people do seem riled up, I'll avoid it. I'm pretty good at that. Wow, there's a lot of berries here. Also, in case anyone was curious how the dentist went yesterday, I mentioned needing to go to the dentist. I've got like 3 cavities. I mean, technically, you could consider it 2 if you were being, I guess, generous. Swear to God. Okay. But yeah, I have an appointment for filling scheduled for the 24th. And prescription for extra fluorinated toothpaste. Because, I don't know if fluorinated is actually the right word. Oh. But yeah, we've got well water locally, so it's not ideal for keeping your teeth clean. Blah. If I am injured immediately following my descent from this little section of mountain, and I run into that medkit, it is destiny. I'll keep just chucking it as far as possible every time I get to it, I think.
I can't see the...
If nothing else, that's the funniest way to do it.
I can't see...
Okay.
I can't
Looks
see...
like luggage, maybe luggage there. Then you start getting to the crevices where you need to worry about blizzards less.
I can't see the middle. I can't see the light. I can't see the dark.
I'm in biome 3. It has been 30 minutes. That's pretty good for me, especially. Do flares help with the cold? Not especially. Standing near? No. I've never had the chance to test that before, so good to know that the answer is pretty definitively no. Now, I don't even have the inventory space for any extra items. What I am doing is mostly just looking for additional spools of rope. I'll haul this along with me until it becomes too inconvenient. Which is probably going to be basically immediately, but, you know. Ow. Chain launcher. Dang! Okay. Here's the thing, if that was a single balloon, I'd consider getting rid of it in favor of the chain launcher, but that is a balloon bundle. That's a lot of reduction. And we also hit the question of rope cannon, chain launcher, etc. Are they better than a baton? And I think my answer to that is no. It's one of those fun, like, you can use a baton while you are on a wall, and that's something pretty unique to that item. So I don't think it's more useful than any of those. I'm going to use up my rope cannons on these trees. I'm gonna say that chain launcher is, generally speaking, more useful than rope cannon. Flame me in the comments for it, pussies, but... Sorry, I didn't need to call you guys pussies. I apologize. Oh, hey. Net neutral. Fairy Lantern isn't one of the best items, but I'm gonna carry it with me at least to the, base of the Alpine. Because it does help with the cold as well as health damage, which is always nice. I've got the cure-all in my bag. I think that is better than a fairy lantern. Wow. I don't know, I have so many, capital O opinions about various things in this game, and also in real life. Mostly in the game, though. My real life opinions are unfortunately very optimistic about human nature, so, you know, you can't be too certain that any of that will turn out to be right. Oh, there it is. One of those fun things of, fundamentally I think human nature is more about sharing, and the system of capitalism has sort of corrupted the human mind as opposed to appealing to baser aspects of it. You know? It's one of those things. Pointing finger emoji, unrepentant leftist, just right at my head. Yeah, I do think human nature naturally falls to something a bit more anarchist. And those who say otherwise are largely either deluded by their own pessimism or the system we live in. Either way, though, it's kind of sad to see a lot of people just kind of expect the default nature of humans to be cruel. When, in my experience at least, that's not the case. People definitely have bad influences that have been modeled to them, but also every person is capable of overcoming that. I've seen people overcome those kinds of influences. It's absolutely heartwarming to see, really. And it's always been my hope that that can happen on a larger scale. One of the big things is, I think, like, greed and such, and the tendency to grab for resources, is largely aberrant. It's like a desperation thing more than anything, and the fact that it persists in our modern society is weird, not human nature. Because, like, we're not post-scarcity, you know? Not entirely. But, like, America is pretty much there. Like, as a civilization, you know, as a species, scarcity is an issue for people still. But it's weird that we're perpetuating that in America, considering we have access to basically everything, like, richest country in the world, but also some of the worst healthcare and all that. Best healthcare outcomes, but, you know, for the few people who can afford it. But yeah, greed kind of feels like this aberrant behavior that is being, overly promoted by our current system. It's seen as a good, in a lot of cases, to be cruel, to be greedy. The system necessitates that people believe that. And it sucks. Because I've never... Like, that's not my base instinct. I want more than anything to help people out, just generally speaking. And I am doing the kindness that is assuming that is a universal impulse that has been overridden in most people. You know? And it's sad to see, but it also gives a little bit of a path to, like, fight for that better future, you know? Because I want to see more people give in to their base urge to be kind, to help others. And one thing I saw the other day, I don't remember the account of the guy who posted this. I watch a lot of his stuff, like maybe Zero Wolf or something on TikTok. I probably have that name wrong. But he made a video recently about, basically the moral compass, or the idea of the moral compass. And how, yes, most people do seem to have some kind of a moral compass, that can kind of govern, to some extent, your actions. But there is... even higher up on the, like, spectrum of, the hierarchy of decision-making is a, like, politeness compass, basically. And that is, more moment-to-moment, and something that can override even your overridden moral compass, you know? And his example was, yeah, once I was in the UK, and I saw someone who, like, had a knife, like, on them, very clearly coming up to mug me, and instead of, like, freaking out, I offered the guy a jelly bean. And he didn't mug me, because it would have been very rude to mug the guy who offered you food, despite the fact that before that point, he was totally fine with doing it. Or at least, he was going to do it, before that point. That's a case of your moral compass has been overridden by desperation. An artificial desperation that has been imposed on our societies. And it has been sort of re-corrected back, because I think in order to override your moral compass to the extent that you can do some violence, like trying to mug a person, you need to either view yourself or the person you're harassing as inhuman to some extent. To kind of like override the urge to be kind. And I think that that politeness kicks back in because there's this sudden humanizing moment. That's not a vessel that is carrying a wallet that you could take. That is a guy. He gave me a jelly bean. I think it's an interesting, like, little psychological thing. I don't know. I'm not a psychologist, I'm not really a philosopher, but you know, I think about stuff on occasion. And I really like talking. Howdy, Mario 2. Mario. Yeah, I also like Peak, it's why I'm doing a daily series on it. Heart emoji. Wait, hold on, that's a very generic way of saying that. I swear to God, if you're not a bot, say potato. I say that, that's what others game do you play most in general? Boss, I need you to say potato right now. Because those are some generic messages you're sending me. Chat, they're not saying potato. Or, I guess, comments. YouTube comments. Okay, time to drink some Cure-All. Oof. That's not ideal. Yeah, this motherfucker's not saying potato. I was coming back down to get some of these orange winter berries and maybe try my luck on the other side of this, like, cavern wall. I did not mean to slip. I thought there was going to be more wall to fall down. But alas. Getting just a little stuck in this alpine. Once I find a way up, it's gonna seem like totally ridiculous that I got stuck in here at all. But at the moment... I mean... This doesn't... Once you're up there, it looks like it could be pretty fine to climb. But you have to get up there first, and it looks to be mostly sheer cliff up to that point. I love hearing, what is kind of implied to be, squirrels falling down outside my window. It's that or, walnuts falling. And I choose to believe it's squirrels falling out of trees, because I think that's very funny. Sorry, I'm going into Mario2's account, which was created yesterday. Not suspicious at all. I'm gonna go ahead and they haven't done anything to body, but I'm going to put in a report there. Generic statements would not say potato. Account created yesterday. Possible ban evasion? Alright, cool. And I'm not gonna block them just in case they do move on to saying something body. I wanna know. I think I'm not getting the 1 hour badge, definitely, because I've already spent well over 10 minutes here. And you kinda gotta go 10 minutes of bio if you want to get that badge, like roughly. And you can do that if you have a decent route or flow. It's not the most difficult thing to do. I haven't done it yet, because I tend not to get a decent route or flow or whatever you want to call it. I might try again post-stream on this scene before it changes. Ah. I made those noises, and my brain immediately cut to the Toby Fox song, Ooh So Temperate. So, in case you're wondering where my brain is at right now, it's Temmie adjacent. Yeah, this isn't gonna go great. Oh, that's pointing right at me, ain't it? Well, time to go unconscious for a little bit. Ah, I lost a recovery shroom. Dang it. Those are really handy to have. Yeah, poor choice of shelter. That's on me. Good thing I had 2 of those. Alright, I think I was banging my head against the other section of the mountain a bit too much. This looks like a much easier route. Oh, god damn it. remedy fungus, not recovery shroom. I always call it that. God, it's pretty. It's so pretty out here. I know it's not like a graphics game, really, but I really like some stylized visuals. It's one of my most annoying traits.
I hate that stupid mouse.
Had to me being an art nerd, but about video games, which, man, video games super can be art, but when you're trying to play them, a lot of people get annoyed when you stop to literally, like, smell the roses and shit. Like, I am allowed to appreciate the stylization of a good game. And this is a very nice game. It's very stylized in a way that I like. I'm gonna reorganize that backpack a little. Just because I would like to also put the chain launcher in there. So I have an open inventory slot. Huh. Or maybe... that's a bigger jump than I wanted it to be. Yeah, I'm not making that. Ah. Okay. It's gonna be my last day of cure-all. Which, I do need it, but, okay. I'm still at the base of the mountain and everything. Maybe I'd go back out and see if I can find some extra luggage. Just get some, like, more useful supplies, I guess. Because I don't know. I seem to be wasting a lot of time on, just kind of staring at walls and not using my supplies. And, like, 2 items in my inventory are ones that I simply do not whip out. Oh, god damn it. I'm not having fun on this Alpine. This is a bad one for me. Okay. Let me stash that, let me take that out. I mean, at a certain point, it's worth using these items. If for no other reason, then you're very clearly not making progress. Yep, worth using. Apparently that's what the fog looks like. Didn't know that. Did not know that. Haven't seen it before. But yeah, I guess I know what it looks like now. Ah, dang it. Okay. Hello, Mountain. We're all having fun going up, aren't we? I'd never go down. Down? Least favorite direction. Isn't that right, Fog? Ah, this is not a problem I've ever had before. Okay. Wait a little bit for the blizzard, but not too long because the fog. Oh my god. It's right there. Oh. I don't like that. Hey guys, I've decided not super into the fog. Who knew? God, I was exhibiting so much hubris earlier, and I apologize for that. I didn't need the fog to prove to me that it exists. I know now. I know, you don't need to do that. You can go, actually. Ooh, wasted a lot of time on this Alpine, huh? Okay. Do it. Starting a Discord server for Peak called Mountain Fuckers Anonymous. Because sometimes what you do when you're climbing a mountain is best described in terms of making love. Unless I'm doing it, in which case it is best described in terms of, fucking, I guess. Nothing so intimate. I'm using the mountain. Jesus. The mountain's here for my pleasure, and I make it clear to the mountain that I know that. God damn it. Oh no, that's gonna be if I ever get around to editing this, that's gonna be a clip, isn't it? Making an incel voice. I use the mountain. The mountain's just here for me to get off. Jesus. Oh, scout cookies! Hell yeah. Oh, let me eat this winterberry, and I can scout cookies in there, and I should probably also include the heat pack, huh? Gonna leave the flare there. That's another heat pack. I don't know how many of these I'm gonna need, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I think at a certain point I'm good on heat packs. Nope. Retry. Go through it up again. What, another recovery shroom. Okay. Cool. I'll use that to reset the timer on the heat pack, presumably. Because I don't think it adds. But I don't really need it to. I'm not really in the cold when I'm inside of this mountain. When I'm inside of the mountain. Oh hey, Ko-Fi Streambot leveled up to level 1. Good to know. My most prolific chatter, Ko-Fi Streambot. Alright. Oh, heat pack is doing good work here. That makes sense. I don't know why I didn't think about trying that before. Feels like it's lasting a while, too. Alright, spool out. Come on, gamers. I don't know how many spools that is. Like 5? Nope. On region, okay. There we go. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna be honest with you all, I have no idea what that is. Or if it's preferable to a geyser. Gonna be honest, both of these are both bad directions to be looking. I'm just gonna move on as fast as possible from that. Oh. Okay. That's pretty convenient.
Everything you say is wrong.
Net zero.
Everything you say is wrong. Everything you say is wrong. Everything I say is right. Everything you say is wrong. Everything you say is wrong. Hello, hellfire, angel winning paradise. I don't know what you want, but you're not gonna get it. I don't think that is funny. I just try to warn you, 'cause if you move without thinking, I think
God damn it.
you'll regret it. I just want what's best for you, but shit is not going too smooth. But for me, it's never been
Vibes-wise, those little outcroppings feel bad. Like somewhere in my soul, it's like, I don't like them. I don't like looking at them. I don't actually know what's up with them, but instinct says no. God damn it.
I don't wanna be the head of the local TSA chapter. I just wanna be on the Digimon the movie soundtrack.
God damn it, god damn it, god damn it. Warm me up, warm me up, warm me up. Ah. Okay, I lost a baton. My engine's empty. But I am still alive. I lost another recovery shroom. I wanted to wait until I could cook the thick mints to eat them, but... seems like less of a point. now that I've almost starved. Or rather, almost lost a run to starvation. Just because of all of that stamina loss. Especially this close to the peak. I should have eaten earlier. Okay. Yep. I'm alive. Hello, campfire. Gods, it's good to see you. Oh, and a lot of crisp berries. Oh, thank you. Exactly what I need. I appreciate it so much, video game. I am sorry to any insult I have said or made against your family. I did not mean it. Oh, there's airline food in there. Nice. So that's pretty good. Alright, cook that. I'm gonna cook that and get the bonus from it. I'm going to keep the airline food in my bag. I'm going to cook these crisp berries. Do I have... I only have recovery shroom in terms of healing items, so... I should probably take those bandages. I don't like how little food I have, but I'm gonna have to live with it. And inventory rearranging. Just gonna... Generally speaking, good idea to have the recovery fungus in your... the remedy fungus? Remedy fungus. In your hotbar. On the off chance that you die and hit flat ground instead of lava. It's more useful in alpine tropics, but it's still, like, applicable. Oh. The anxiety is eating me up from the inside. Why am I talking like a poetry slam? Ow. Okay. I'm just gonna live with that for now. Whoop. Okay. I'm gonna have to get out the bandages already. Too many bad jumps and, yeah. And, like, fall damage isn't entirely random. Like, it's not like, you know, I have clearly not gotten injured on, like, longer falls. So I do legitimately think there is some kind of algorithm to determine, like, oh, you hit the floor at this angle, and that means that you don't take fall damage from this distance, whereas you otherwise would. way too close for comfort on that. I don't need to use the chain launcher yet. But... Woo! Okay. I wonder... Y'all think these arches are coded in as like a structure that generates alongside everything else? So it's just like a thing that can... Or like these pillars? Because the different biomes have all of these unique landforms. And they're all very cool looking, to be clear. But I'm having the thought of like, do we think that that's not just like a coincidence of terrain generation, but is it like a guideline within the terrain generation that it's like, it allows it to stack up like this where it doesn't in other biomes? Or is it more of like a structure that generates? I'm curious. I don't know enough about game development, or at least not procedural generation, to really say for sure. I'm gonna play it safe on this. I'm not getting the speedrun badge. I can see the stream duration so far. I'm gonna wait on the lava to go down before I try and skate on that chain. There we go. Little stamina, little stamina. Okay, go. Perfect. No notes. 10 out of 10. I'm fine. What are you talking about? Do I still have that airline food? I do. Okay. I'm not gonna worry too much about using up some of that bonus stamina on the way up then, because I'm eating that when I get to the top. Oh. Okay. Cool. Oh, lovely. Absolutely lovely. Alright, reward. Ooh, big top. Okay. I'm going to that. It's far in hotbar. Let's see. Bandages can go there. More bandages, some trail mix. I probably should have saved that trail mix instead of eating it immediately, huh? Big lollipop, not useful, but it's not gonna make my carry-in list necessarily. Ancient statue, what have you got for me? Anti-rope spool, that's pretty good. Okay. Anything else interesting? not enough to take over the chain launcher, I think. Okay, into the kiln. I'm gonna not sprint the whole way. Okay. This is like the second or third time making it to the kiln on the daily peak. And this is a new sash opportunity too. So let's see. Let's see if I can make it. Hopefully I can. I'd prefer to. I think now is the time to incinerate my backpack. Feels right. I think I want one of the chain launchers there. Keep the bandages in my hot bar, and okay. Actually, you know what? Don't roll away from me too far. Anti-rope in my... and chain launcher can go there. And in fact, I can do... that. That's not right. That's not ideal. Huh. Don't like that. Oh, it's cooking in my hands. Okay. Hotter than I wanted it to be. I think I'm liking... Okay, bandages are still there. Pause, and... Now, most recent message is still Ko-Fi stream bot getting a level. At least it's not that bot. Whatever's up with Mary ____02. Mary with 2 R's, by the way. Is it like Mari, I guess? Alright, more bonus than I wanted to use, but not too bad. Okay. I just remembered Wizard from the other day, and also from Titanfall, which I didn't remember then, but I'm remembering better now. Because, like, trauma or whatever. My memory was not good the other day. Wizard didn't traumatize me. To be clear. Traumatized by unrelated stuff. Okay. Chain jump. Let's go over there. Okay. Well, hold on. Just some light OCD. It doesn't affect my video games that much, but when it does, it's noticeable. You can tell my brain's doing something. It gets itchy if things are organized wrong. And if I can put tools in the side pockets, they go in the side pockets, especially launchers and ropes. Oh shoot. This isn't looking great. Looking bad, actually.
You make me feel sad. You make me feel sad. You make me feel sad.
Okay. Nobody questioned how I did those wacky maneuvers. I don't know either. Okay. Got it. Got it. Ugh. Got it. Now is a good time for anti-rope, I guess. Six meters, anchor there. Oh! Okay. Not tying bad God. Guys, you never believe this? I can tie knots. Cool. Good to know that I didn't even need to, like, finish it. So, regardless of what happens here. Oh, okay. There we go. I have achieved something. That's good. Got a badge. Okay. Love the moment where it was like I was very clearly about to, like in my head I was planning to jump right onto there, and then I get to the ledge and it's further than I expected it to be. Okay. I think I need to go up and over the hot rocks. Really not ideal. Come on, stand up. Okay. Perfect. Fine. No notes. Piton? I'd really appreciate food right now, but Piton is good. Oh, we're gonna let that heat go down? I'd like to be less heat strokey, game. Can we manage less heat strokey? Okay. 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 I can do this. I got this. The panic is not reaching my voice. And if it doesn't reach my voice, it doesn't reach my throat. And if it doesn't reach my throat, it is not touching my spine. And if it is not touching my spine, it is not in my brain. There is no fear here. Fear is an illusion created by the mind. If I knew the litany against fear, I would be reciting it. I said we do not recall it by memory, so... Perfect. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, I love the food. I love the food gifts. Thank you. Oh, I live another day. Probably. I don't know. We'll see. I'm probably more than halfway up. That's good. It feels right. Lucky stash of luggage there. That's I'm thankful for that at least. Okay. Okay, good. I was right about that being a flat. But okay, okay. 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 Ooh. 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 I'll make it. I'm gonna make it. Full eyes, full hearts. Go team. Wildcats. I don't know. I really forget what was going on in that movie. I think I was probably confusing like 3 or 4 different sports movies there, and one of them was High School Musical. So... which, I mean, inspiring story about bisexuality, but also... Okay. Hold on. I'm so close. Guys, I'm so close. I'm so good at this video game, you guys. Oh. Come on, come on. And yes, I would summarize High School Musical as the inspiring tale of a young bisexual boy learning about himself and his sexuality and finally coming out to the people around him and finding acceptance in that. You know? Told through the metaphor of a guy who wants to do both sports and musical theater, which, come on. I say young boy like they aren't in high school. think it's just because I'm, like, thinking of, like, a coming-of-age movie. Oh my god, see guys. We've done it. Treat. Okay. Hell yeah. We're at the peak, you guys. It only took 10 days. Jesus. I guess a day is roughly 10 minutes then? Assuming you start day 1 at the plane crash instead of day 0. Which, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't remember which way to go on that, but... Lovely. Guys, we have peaked once again. I am a mule scout. Oh. Oh. Oh, okay. I'm fine. Yes! I am immortal. There's so much pink smoke in me. And it only took an hour and a half, with most of that time spent at the Alpine. I was unconscious twice. Oh, I got a bow! That's nice. I like that. Both of those were in the Alpine, by the way. I'm sure we remember. Oh, we've peaked. I'm a mule scout. Best day of my life, aside from all of the other good days. And because I don't think I've watched the credits on stream, I'm gonna go through the credits on stream. Because the devs do deserve it. Landfall Games and Aggro Crab they're wonderful. Oh, you can tell that's a European team. Oh, so many definitely not American last names. I love it. Absolutely lovely. Made with Unity. I need to learn Unity. Collaboration between Landfall and Aggro Crab. Thanks for playing. Alright. Thank you to everyone who joined me today on the Daily Peak. It was wonderful to peak with you guys. I'm going to real quick check what the requirements for Ascent 4 are. Because I'm there now. No flares atop the peak. Oh god. Okay. Yep. That makes sense. And in the passport, it is time to switch over to my Mule Scout sash and say, go over to the mirror, give you all a salute, and say thank you all for coming, and I will see you tomorrow.